Section 1.5, Circles. A circle represents a set of points, all of which are the same distance away from a fixed middle point. The fixed middle point is called the center. This is a circle, and this is the center. The distance from the center to any point on the edge of the circle is always the same. So for example, this green line will have the same distance as this blue line, or any line that is connecting from the point to the edge of the circle. And the distance from the center to the edge of the circle is called the radius. So this is radius, this is radius, this is radius, this is radius, and this is radius. Now, if I extend the radius all the way to the other side of the circle, so if I extend my blue line, this whole line is called the diameter. So radius is half of the diameter, or diameter is twice of the radius. For example, if the diameter is 10, then the radius is 5. If the radius is 100, then the diameter is 200. The circumference of a circle is the distance around the circle. The formula for the circumference is 2 pi r. So 2 times pi times the radius. Now, if you take 2 times radius, that is your diameter. So it could also be d pi, diameter times pi. These are both formulas for the circumference. If I have the radius, I'll use this formula. If I have a diameter, I'll use this formula. Now the question is, what is pi? Pi is a number. If you have a calculator, you hit pi and then enter. This is the value of pi. 31.4159 and so on. So this is the approximation of pi. Area of a circle is the amount that the surface of the circle can cover, which is this. The formula for the area of a circle is pi times r squared. Pi times radius squared. Example, find the circumference and the area of the circle below. Write the answers in both exact form and approximate form. And they want you to round the approximate form to the nearest tenth. So this is the circle. I'm given the diameter of 9 inches. And I want to find both circumference and the area. Go back to this page. The formula for circumference of a circle can be c equals 2 times pi times radius, or c equals the diameter times pi. The given circle gave me the diameter, so I'm going to use this formula, c equals d times pi. And for the area, I only have one formula, so I have to use this one, a equals pi times r squared. The diameter is 9 inches. I am going to replace d with 9 inches. So 9 times pi inches is my circumference, and this is in the exact form. So when they ask for the exact form, just leave pi as pi. Don't replace it with 3.14 or anything. 9 pi is the answer in the exact form. Now, only replace pi with 3.14 or put it in a calculator if you want the approximate form. So to find the approximation, I take 9 times pi. I take 9 times pi. Now, I use the pi key in the calculator for more accurate answer. Please do not use 3.14. Only use 3.14 if there's an instruction in the problem say use pi as 3.14. Other than that, just use pi here. Equals, and this is my approximation. And for the approximation, they want me to round to the nearest tenth, which is round to 1 decimal place. This digit is 7, so I round up to 28.3. So these both are answers for circumference. One is in the exact form, 9 pi inches. One is in the approximation, 28.3 inches. Make sure you read the instruction in order to give them the correct answer. Next, I need to find the area. Area is pi r squared, so I need to find r, which is the radius. Radius is half of the diameter, so this is my radius. Diameter is 9, radius is half of 9. So my radius is 4.5. And I'll replace r with 4.5. Then I'll take 4.5 squared. 4.5 times 4.5 is 20.25 pi and inches squared. This is my exact answer. 20.25 pi inches squared. To find the approximation, I'll take 20.25 times pi, and I put that in my calculator. 20.25 times pi. And that is my approximation of the area. And the question is asking me to round to the nearest tenth, which is round to 1 decimal place. I need to stop right here. This digit is 1, so I need to round down to 63.6. And the unit is inches squared. Next example. A circle has a radius of 8 meters. Determine its area and the circumference. Write your answer in the exact form and the approximation form. Round to the nearest tenth. So I have a circle with the radius of 8 meters. And I want to find both area and circumference. The formula for the circumference is 2 pi r. 2 times pi times the radius. The reason why I use this formula is that of the d times pi, because in this problem I have the radius, so I use the one with the radius, 2 times pi times radius. And the area formula is pi times r squared. So to find the circumference, I'll just replace r with 8 because my radius is 8. 2 times pi times 8. I'll take 2 times 8, which is 16. My circumference is 16 pi, and the unit is meters. This is my exact answer. To find the approximation, I'll just take 16 times pi, and I put that in my calculator. 16 times pi. This is my approximation, and the answer is asking me to round to the nearest tenth, so that is 50.3 meters. 16 pi meters and 50.3 meters are both the circumference of this circle. They are just in two different formats. Next, let's find the area. Area is pi times r squared, and my r is 8, so I replace r with 8. 8 squared is 8 times 8. Again, 8 squared is not 16. 8 squared is 8 times 8, which is 64. So my area is 64 pi meters squared. This is the exact format of the answer of the area. So they want the exact form. That is the exact form. And they also want the approximation form. So I will put this in the calculator to find the approximation. So 64 times pi. 201.06192983. That is my approximation. They want to round to the nearest tenth, so that is 201.1 meters squared.